So I recently attended a mass at the Church of St. Ignatius, Loyola, and despite preconceptions about it being very like old school in its ways based off of the location being in the like Upper East Side, so you're gonna have like probably like a lot of rich elderly white people, as well as the use of more traditional liturgical music of the organ and Gregorian chant. This was not the case. The age range was from young to old, and even though everyone was majority white, there were some minorities, and overall, everyone just seemed very well kept and well off. The hospitality is what was really surprising. Everyone was really welcoming and very kind to me, and they didn't mind the recording, which I was very glad at because I was nervous. And I was very pleasantly surprised to learn about just how involved in the community they are and all the events they hold and how connected to this school they are, and how they even have an LGBT community that offers services. So I just thought this was amazing, and that this church does an amazing job of merging the traditional ways of traditional mass music of the organ and Gregorian chant, and and like more contemporary views of accepting all, and it's not just one or the other. It doesn't have to be all new school, it doesn't have to be all old school. You can have this blend, and they do a great job at showing that. So that was amazing. Regarding the mass as a whole, I think everything was well organized. The music and the century theme was very connected. So the mass was done by Reverend William Bergen, who was just amazing. He's very sweet. I spoke to him, and the message or the century theme was about forgiveness, and it was from the gospel. It was centered around the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 18, verses 21 to 35, and everything kind of resonated back. All the readings, the responsorial psalm, the offertory hymns, all of that, and the motet, and even the introit at the very beginning resonated back to that century theme. And I believe that offered such like an amazing flow throughout the mass that allowed like the theme and the messages and points made by Reverend Bergen to really resonate within the congregation. Like it did so with me, and I think that's one role of the mass, so that we as the congregation can then do our role and spread that to the people. Like you need a mass that really kind of resonates with you, not something you're just going to forget. And regarding the music, it was beautiful. It accompanied everything so well. At first, seeing as how the choir was up top and it was using the organ, which is kind of deep and harsh in tone, I thought it was going to be more like a dark cloud of kind of like harsh tones raining down on the congregation that kind of drowned everything out. But everything sounded angelic. I was pleasantly surprised. It was more like angels singing above us. It just very flowed. The acoustics were amazing. The only problem I had is that sometimes the organ overpowered the choir. So it kind of, even though everyone was trying to participate, everyone was doing their best, it kind of stopped that flow because you kind of got lost sometimes. Like, what part are they at? Are we on the same page? Besides that, though, everything was amazing. And of everything except the prelude for me flowed because it's originally done in piano, but it was done in the organ. But honestly, besides that, like, everything was amazing, and I would definitely recommend the church.